Good morning, students. So yesterday we discussed about the carbonyl compounds. So generally the carbon between the double bond with the oxygen to make the compounds like hydrocarbons we called as the carbonyl compounds. So we have two types of carbonyl compounds, generally aldehydes and ketones. Now we discussed some of the preparations of the carbonyl compounds. Already we discussed on yesterday so many preparations of carbonyl compounds from various reagents like reactants, but here so in this time we discussed about the specific reaction from 1,3 dithiones to prepare the carbonyl compounds. So first we start with the 1,3 propanothiol dithiol to start the reaction with formaldehyde to form the 1,3 dithiene. After that 1,3 dithiene reaction with base, some of the base like n-butyl lithium to form the various type of the carbonyl compounds. First later we discussed about the 1,3 dithiones to prepare the carbonyl compounds. Okay. So first of all 1,3 dithiene. So this is the 1,3 dithiene compound. 1,3 dithiene compound. So this is very simple. So here 1, 2, 3, so 4, 5. This is the numbering like this. If you like numbering here 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 1,3 dithiene. It is a 1,3 dithiene compound. So always we are giving to the numbering with least numbering to the substitutions. So this is the wrong method to giving this way we are getting the 1 and 5. So this is very wrong method. So always the least numbering to the substitution 1, 2, 3. So this is the 1,3 dithiene to reaction with n-butyl lithium. It is a strong base n-butyl lithium. So after with reaction with n-butyl lithium, here the proton, we lose the proton. So here substitution of the lithium. So what is the product? So this is the product we are getting. Yes, lithium plus and minus carbanion H plus. So after that, so this intermediate we are getting. So then after we will reaction with RX, any one of the halogen compounds. Any one of the halogen compounds like RX, if you take CH3Cl or C2H5, what aldehyde we prepare, so we want to substitution on the R position. For example, if you prepare the acetaldehyde, if you take the methyl chloride is the reactant CRX in place of RX. So first of all we write the general reaction. So after RX, addition of RX to this intermediate, here we know the differentiation between the lithium and carbon. The carbon always more electronegative than lithium. So that's why the carbon having negative charge and lithium having positive charge. After that we will reaction with the halogen compounds like RX. So in RX, like if you take CH3Cl, this is the one of the example. So if you compare to carbon and chlorine, so the carbon electronegativity is more than less than to the chlorine. So at that time carbon having positive charge and chlorine having negative charge. So here we lose the lithium chloride. So after that the lithium and chlorine to react to eliminate the lithium chloride. So then the R is a substitution at this position. So where, so this is the product we are getting. Finally in this product, so after that we are hydrolysis in presence of Hg2Cl2, HgCl2, mercuric chloride, we are getting the 1,3 propanodithiol plus or aldehyde. So we are getting aldehyde. So here hydrolysis we are getting. So we have an hydrolysis process. We are getting the two products like acetal form. So here acetal form and SH. Here you know the sulfur between the carbon. So the electronegativity is the sulfur is more than to the carbon. So what is the electronegativity of sulfur? 2.8 and carbon is the 2.5. That's why the in hydrolysis process, sulfur take the H plus ion and the carbon take the OH minus ion. Finally, we are getting this product 2 we are getting. So SH and SH plus, so this is the product. So this is the aldehyde product we are getting finally. So if you prepare the 1,3 dithione to the ketones, we react 2 times to the N-butyl lithium, then after reaction with the RX. So for example, here we take a simple example. In place of RX, we prepare the 1,3 dithiones to acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde. So what is the structure of acetaldehyde? CH3COH. It is very simple form, where we take the, in place of R, we substitution methyl chloride. After that we are getting here in R place we are substituted methyl group. So further we hydrolysis, we are getting this product. So what is this product? This is a acetaldehyde product. So next we prepare from 1,3 dithiones to ketone preparation. Okay.
Start.
So now we prepare to 1,3 dithiones to ketone preparation. So this is very simple reaction. We already learn about the aldehyde preparation from 1,3 dithiones. So now we start with 1,3 dithiones to prepare the ketones. How you prepare the ketones from 1,3 dithiones? So it is very simple reaction. The reaction start with the 1,3 dithiones to ketone. So what is the difference between the aldehydes and ketones? We know very well in aldehydes. So in aldehydes only one R group is present. In ketones we have 2 hydrocarbons bind with the carbonyl groups. So that's why we can substitution in 1,3 dithiones to hydrogen replaced by the 2 hydrocarbons. In case of 1,3 dithiones to we prepare the acetaldehyde or any one of the aldehyde. So we are substituting only one hydrogen replaced by the alkyl groups, like methyl group. If you replace the methyl group to the hydrogen place, we prepare the aldehydes. So that's why in case of ketones we are substituting 2 substitutions replaced by the 2 alkyl substitutions replaced by the 2 hydrogens. So that is the important point involving in the 1,3 dithiones to prepare the ketones. First we start with 1,3 dithione. This is the 1,3 dithione. So we start with 1,3 dithione like this. So this is the 1,3 dithione, H and H. So here also the reaction start with strong base like N-butyl lithium. So the N-butyl lithium, here the one proton is replaced by the lithium. One proton is replaced by the lithium. So here lithium having positive charge, the carbon having negative charge. So we already discussed about the electronegativity difference between the lithium and carbon. So next time, so after that, so we will again reaction with, so not RX, substitution with RX. So any one of the halogen compound reaction with, so after that we are getting one hydrogen replaced by the R. One hydrogen is replaced by the R. One hydrogen is replaced by R. So after that we will conducting again react with N-butyl lithium. So we write here. So you can see randomly write from start. So here already one hydrogen is replaced by the alkyl groups. So then reaction with N-butyl lithium. This proton also replaced by the lithium, like the lithium having positive charge, the carbon having negative charge. Here also same like that. So reaction with RX. So what is happened when RX is reaction with this intermediate? Here the R having positive charge and X having negative charge. Here the lithium having positive charge. The two groups are eliminated. Lithium X is eliminated. So then R is replaced by the lithium place, like this place. Like here. So what is the product? We are getting S and S and R and R. So then after that, so hydrolysis in mercuric chloride, hydrolysis in mercuric chloride. So what is happening? We are getting 1,3 di 1,3 propanediol plus ketone is the product. Ketone is the product, RCOR. For example, if you take, if you prepare to acetone, so this is also very simple ketone, acetone. So in place of R, we are substituting methyl groups. Like we start with the first reactants like RX. We take CS3Cl, methyl magnesium chloride. First we take 1,3 dithione reaction with N-butyl lithium, strong base. Then H plus is replaced by lithium plus. Then reaction with methyl magnesium chloride. So the methyl group is substitution at H plus. Then so this reaction again conducted. So then another H plus also substituted by the methyl groups. What is happening when we have to prepare the acetone? So we start with 1,3 dithione. So this is very simple example. We take H and H. So the first step is common. After that, here RX, in place of RX we are taking CH3Cl, methyl magnesium chloride. So what is happening here? The methyl magnesium chloride substitution on lithium plus. So then another H plus also same. So next, after that we will react one more N-butyl lithium. So then the N-butyl lithium replace one proton by the lithium plus. So then lithium plus reaction with CH3Cl. So we are getting this 1,3, the two substitutions, like two protons substituted by two methyl groups. After that we are conducting hydrolysis in presence of mercuric chloride. Finally we are getting 1,3 dithiones, then acetone. So this way we prepare the acetones from 1,3 dithiones. Okay. So now we completed the from 1,3 dithiones to prepare the what we prepare acetone and acetaldehyde. So this we completed today. So next we will discuss about the physical properties of the carbonyl compounds. Generally most of the carbonyl compounds are less boiling points because of there is no formation of hydrogen bond between the two compounds, molecular bonds. So that's why their boiling points are very less when compared to the alcohols, ketones, aldehydes, same molecular formula containing aldehydes and ketones have less boiling points. Like if you take the N-butane boiling point 0.5 degrees, propanaldehyde, the molecular weight 58, it is a boiling point 49 degrees. Acetone boiling point molecular weight is also same 58, the boiling point 56 degrees. If you take alcohol, N-propyl alcohol, it is a molecular weight 60, the boiling point is 97.2 degrees. So that's why when you compare to carbonyl compounds to alcohol, their boiling points are very less. So that's why so many compounds, like if you take the formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, these aldehydes are generally used in fogs and foaming agents. So like if you take any scent bottle, we have the fog and foam So that is made by the formaldehydes like aldehydes, because of their boiling points are very less. So that's why they are store it in thin. So they come to outside, it is a form to the gas. So that's why in the scent we are using scent bodies, we are using so this aldehyde compounds like formaldehyde and acetaldehyde. Like, so for example, the states of the carbonyl compounds from lower molecular weight always having gas form, and the heavier from lower to heavier, the state is converting into the gas to liquid and liquids to solid. So this is the states of matter of carbonyl compounds. The next thing, so it is a less solubility so in water molecule, because of there is no formation of hydrogen bond between the water and carbonyl compounds. The molecular weight is very low. It is soluble in water. Like formaldehyde, it is soluble in water. If you take more like acetaldehyde and acetone, doesn't soluble in water because of their hydrocarbon chain is more. It is a non-polar chain. That's why it does not soluble in water, because of water is a soluble. Water is a polar molecule, it containing H plus and OH minus groups. So that's why in less molecular weight, like formaldehyde, if you take soluble in water, if the hydrocarbon chain is increases, there is no soluble in water. So this is the physical properties of the carbonyl compounds. Next we will discuss the chemical properties of the carbonyl compounds. Okay. So we start with nucleophilic addition reaction, because of the so here the aldehyde or ketone, any of them. So when you compare to carbonyl, carbon having more positive charge, it is act as a electrophile. So that's why it is easily involving in nucleophilic reactions. So that's why the most of the carbonyl compounds involving in nucleophilic additions reaction, that means the nucleophilic file start the addition reaction. So for example, so why the carbonyl compounds involving in nucleophilic addition reaction? Because the carbonyl carbon having more positive charge, it is act as a electrophile. That's why it is easily involving in nucleophilic additions reactions. So we write some of the examples of nucleophilic addition reactions of carbonyl compounds, like RCOH. First of all, we write general nucleophilic addition reaction. This is the nucleophilic. So we take a simple example nucleophile. So with the addition, so finally we are getting what is the compound. So this is the oxide ion formation. When compared to oxygen having negative charge, it is a stable compound. It indicates stable of the compound. So that's why it is easily involving in nucleophilic addition reaction. The addition reaction start with nucleophiles to itself. For example, the simple example of nucleophilic addition reaction: hydrogen cyanide addition with hydrogen cyanide, and second reaction sodium bisulfate. So now we write the hydrogen cyanide addition reaction and sodium bisulfate additions reactions. Okay. So in nucleophilic addition reactions, so the reactivity of aldehydes, when the reactivity of aldehydes is greater than to the ketones, because of here in aldehyde the electrophile richness is more when compared to ketones, carbocation, because of the aldehydes having the less positive inductive effect groups when compared to ketones. So that's why aldehyde is more reactive than ketones. The second one, aliphatic carbonyl compounds is more reactive than aromatic aromatic carbonyl compounds. Aliphatic is more reactive than aromatic compounds. Then aliphatic hydrocarbons are less reactive than cyclic carbonyl compounds. So these are the reactivity order. When compared to aldehyde, when compared to ketone, aldehyde is more reactive. When compared to aromatic compounds, aliphatic is more reactive. When compared to aliphatic, the cyclic compound is more reactive. So this is the reactivity orders of the carbonyl compounds. Now we start with some of the simple example of nucleophilic addition reaction with hydrogen cyanide. So we take hydrogen cyanide reaction, nucleophilic addition reaction with hydrogen cyanide. For example, if you take a simple example, RCOH aldehyde, simple aldehyde, we take a simple aldehyde here and HCN. So this is the HCN. So we know the carbon between the oxygen. So we break the one bond. So we are getting carbon having positive charge and oxygen having negative charge. Here also like this. Here the hydrogen between cyanide, the hydrogen having positive charge and cyanide having negative charge. So always the negative ion comes to the positive ion, then positive ion comes to the negative ion. Finally we are getting this product. What is the product? OH and CnH. If you take a simple example, acetaldehyde, like in place of R we are substituting methyl group. So what is happening? So this is the product. So in this product we are getting the racemic mixture. What is called racemic mixture? The racemic mixture means the equal amount of the enantiomer pairs. Like when dextro levo enantiomer pairs, we are getting equal amount, 50% and 50%. So that is called as a racemic mixture. So next we reaction with sodium bisulfate. It is also one of the addition reaction. So this reaction also very simple reaction, sodium bisulfate reaction, NaHCO3. So here also sodium having positive charge, this group having negative charge, total group. So the plus ion comes to the minus and minus ion comes to the plus. What is happening? CH3 and CO, Na and HSO3 plus H. So this is the compound we are getting to the reaction with the sodium bisulfate. The reaction with next reaction with, for example, if you take the formaldehyde reaction with 4 moles of ammonia, we are getting the urotropine is the product. It is the hexamethyl tetraamine. We call as a urotropine. It is a product to use in Samlet reaction to use to prepare the aldehydes like benzoaldehyde to prepare. So this reaction we do here. First of all, the formaldehyde, we know the formaldehyde formula, HCOH plus this is 6 moles of formaldehyde reaction with 4 moles of ammonia. So finally we are getting the hexamethyl tetraamine. So this is called urotropine. So we are getting this product. So now we discuss some of the reactions here. Hydroxylamine and hydrazine and phenylhydrazine, 2,4 dinitrophenyl hydrazine and semi-carbazoid and ship base. These reactions we do here. So this way too we prepare the urotropine. So next we discussed about some of the amines reactions like hydroxylamine. We start with hydroxylamine. So this is, we take simple aldehyde structure, hydroxylamine. So this is the hydroxylamine. So what is the product in this? All hydroxylamine, hydrazine to use to lose the water molecule from the carbon double bond with the oxygen and H2. So we lose to water molecule. Finally we are getting these products. Like if you take this one is the aldoxine. If you take in place of ketone, in place of aldehyde we are taking a ketone. So we are getting ketone is, if you take in place of reaction ketone with reaction with hydroxylamine, finally we are getting the ketoxime. So ketoxime is the product. If you take aldose, so that is aldoxime. So if you take in ketone, that is ketoxime. So the reaction next, we start with reaction with hydrazine. So hydrazine reaction with aldehyde. For example, if you take aldehyde, like a simple example of general structure of aldehyde, finally we are getting the, so this is the hydrazine. So the product is hydrazone. The product is hydrazone. Here also same thing, the oxygen and H2 lose the water molecule, we are getting the carbon between the nitrogen, double bond with NH2. This product we called as a hydrazone. So because of this product we are getting hydrazone. So the second one, so if you reaction with ketone, so here also same product we are getting hydrazone. So the next one, the reaction with 2,4 DNP. 2,4 DNP. What we call 2,4 DNP? 2,4 dinitro phenyl hydrazine. So this is called, we called as a short form 2,4 DNP. So this 2,4 DNP test to identify the carbonyl compounds. In this carbonyl compounds to react with 2,4 DNP reagent to precipitate the orange precipitate, to give the orange precipitates. To identify the carbonyl compounds, to use this 2,4 DNP test. So next, so in this 2,4 DNP, so this is the 2,4 DNP NH and NH2 1 2, so here one nitro group, 3 4, here one nitro group. So 2,4 dinitro phenyl hydrazine. This react with aldehyde. So we are getting, what is the product? 2,4 dinitro phenyl hydrazone. Hydrazone is the product. We are getting 2,4 phenyl hydrazone is the product. So to identify the carbonyl compound for the use of 2,4 DNP test, the reaction next with semi-carbazide. So this is also very simple. First we know the about semi-carbazide reaction with, this is the semi-carbazide. So it is a urea structure. So we have one more amino group, so that we called as a semi-carbazide. In here the semi-carbazide reaction with aldehyde. What is the product? Semi-carbazone. Semi-carbazone is the product. Semi-carbazone is the product. So next reaction with aniline. So it is a aromatic amine compound, primary amine. So this one aromatic primary amine, to prepare the Schiff base to reaction with any one of the carbonyl compounds, like if you take NH2 phenol group present, this way to prepare the Schiff base, we prepare the Schiff base for the reaction with aniline with acetaldehyde to prepare the Schiff base. The reaction next with addition of water, so to form the unstable hydrates, like if you take chloral to form a stable hydrates, if you take simple aldehydes, like there is no presence of the chlorine and fluorine, like electronegative atoms, we stable any unstable compounds like amiacetal, amiketol. So next one, try addition of alcohols. This is also one of the reaction. We discussed about these two reactions here. First of all, we start with chloral. So addition of water. So the simple example, chloral CCl3 trichloroacetaldehyde. It is also called as a trichloroacetaldehyde. Addition with water. Addition with water. So water molecule we are addition here. So what is happening? It is a stable compound we are getting because of these hydrates are formed with the hydrogen bonds to these electronegative atoms. So these are all stable. This compound we called as a chloral. So in the next one, reaction with the alcohols. What we get alcohols to react with carbonyl compounds, we are getting the ketols and acetol is the products. Like if you take ketol, reaction with alcohols, 2 moles of alcohols, what is happening? So this is the ketol, we are getting the product. This is acetol, we are getting the product from acetaldehydes. If you take ketols like ketone to reaction with alcohols, 2 moles of alcohols, we are getting ketol is the product. Like here also R and OR. So we are R substitution. Like, so what is the meaning by substitution? One, so we take different types of alcohols. Like for example, if you take acetone, ethyl alcohol, like, so that's why there is a the R groups are different. Here the R groups are different. Next we discuss about the base catalyzed reactions. So generally we know the addition reactions in carbonyl compounds start with nucleophiles. So that's why the alpha hydrogen act as a acidic nature in carbonyl compounds. So first of all we discussed about the acidic nature of alpha hydrogen. After that we will discuss the base catalyzed reactions of carbonyl compounds. Okay, so we have alpha hydrogen carbonyl compounds. So for example, if you take as acetaldehyde, so this carbonyl carbon, adjacent carbon we call as alpha carbon. That carbon containing hydrogens are alpha hydrogens. Why they are representing as a acidic nature for this alpha hydrogens? Like alpha hydrogens. For example, so this alpha hydrogens show acidic nature. So for example, if you take CH3 acetaldehyde, so if the tautomerism of enolic form like CH2 double bond CH and OH. So this is the enolic form of acetaldehyde. What is called enolic? So here we have unsaturation generally. So mono unsaturation we called as a alkane. So what is the suffix? We are using ene. So here alcohol, what is the suffix? We are using ol. So that's why the two combination we called as a enol form. So this all the carbonyl form converting into enol form with the help of alpha hydrogen acidic nature. So this is the enolic nature of acetaldehyde. For example, if you take acetone, a simple example, acetone also to show the enolic form. For example, here we take enol. So we have 2 alpha hydrogens present at acetone. So in tautomerism they show the enolic form. So this is the enolic form. So you know about the enolic form. So here we have alkene, ene, and alcohol end with ol. So that's why we combine together to form a enol. So the ketone is converting into enol because of this alpha hydrogens acidic nature. So let's we discuss about the, we already know about the alpha hydrogen acidic nature. So that's why the carbonyl compounds, most of the carbonyl compounds involving in the base catalyzed reaction. Later we will discuss, tomorrow we will discuss about the base catalyzed reactions of aldehydes and ketones. Because of the aldehydes having the acidic nature hydrogens, so that's why it is in the presence of base, it is involving in the reactions in the presence of base. Tomorrow we will discuss about the base catalyzed reaction. Okay, thank you. Bye.